Hey everybody, and thanks for joining me again. Just doing a quick update video today. Some of the things I got done since the last video. First thing, got the connecting linkage here for the shifter put in. I noticed the kickstand's missing. Also pulled the wire off of that. Went through the entire wire harness on the bike, pulled out everything that wasn't needed for race purposes. That kickstand wire, what I actually ended up doing is coming up here and into the relay, which I'll get in here a little closer on. Cut the wire on the relay, and that wire actually goes directly to ground, so I just did a bypass up here in the wire harness to it. And then the two plugs going into the ECU here, actually removed and cut off right near the ECU plugs. Feed wires coming from the O2 sensor for the exhaust, the X-up valve. There was also a fan relay wire that came into here. So those are all removed. And what I did with those is there's some sealing heat shrink ends that I put on those wires so they're nice and watertight, so I don't get any corrosion issues with those. Come up here and we can see the fans are gone. And if you look, anybody that's familiar with R6s will know that there's normally a fuse block that goes here. So actually I was able to completely remove this fuse block because everything that's inside of this fuse block, other than that ignition switch there, is removed from the bike. Part of what I did in the whole retrofit here, actually I don't have a top triple right now because I'm selling that. I'm replacing it with a race-oriented one. So the ignition switch is gone. Everything got wired in through the kill switch. So I have a 12-volt power feed that comes up, and then everything comes off of that. In here on the wire harness on this side, there's also part of the kickstand and clutch lever switch. There's a connection you got to make in the wire harness there. So I went ahead and made that connection over here. Notice that this plug, I believe this is in the schematic drawing, this is the A plug. Notice there's a lot of pins missing on that. Those were things like relays for fans, headlights, turn signals. All that stuff got stripped out of the wire harness. I actually completely disassembled the wire harness on the bike to remove all of those things. And now what we've got here is on and off with the kill switch. And fires right up. So there we go. All that work's been done. I think I covered the steering damper on the last video that I did. And then over here on this side, also got case cover on this side over here. I still have yet to pull the master cylinder off of my SV650 that has the Brembo RCS19 master on it. That's going to end up going on here. The master from this bike is going to go over to the SV. Hopefully I'll be able to get the engine work done on the SV650 so that I can race that bike this season as well. Of course, can't miss the huge shout out to my sponsor Shirai for the LFX battery that's here. I have the wire plugged into the battery for charging. It's coming back here. It's going to stay routed in the bike. I'm going to figure out some way to better secure this so that it's not flopping around and make sure this plug doesn't come loose. I might just do like a bead of silicone over the top of it that'll help hold it secure so it's not rattling around and vibrating. And that comes out down here, and then we have their battery tender here in place. Make sure we keep a good charge on that battery. And I think for now, that's as far as I've gotten. I still have the chain and sprocket that I'm going to do. That's going to get some super sprockets on there. I'm going to do their lightweight steel race sprockets. An RK chain, that's going to be a 520 conversion that I'm going to end up doing there. And let's see, I still got to get some different brake pads in there. I got to order those. Those are going to be some SBS dual centered pads that I'm going to be riding on this year, and continue to update with more videos in the future. So thanks again for tuning in. Huge thank you again to all my sponsors, everything you do to help me out. And I'll have another video up soon with some more progress. Pretty close to starting to do body work.